All right, we're on to lesson 15, quartiles and interquartile range. And we're looking for other measures besides median and mean to describe our data. So we're really getting into some new vocabulary here. It's going to be a little confusing, I have to say, but it is not difficult. It's just a lot more terminology. So in order to get us started, I'm actually going to skip the first part and I'm going to go on to step 2 or part 2, the 5-number summary. And so to give you some background, they're talking about a party. Okay, so each person in the party, they asked how old they were. So one person was 7 years old, one person was 8 years old, all the way up. And there's 20 people at the party. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out with the median, and I'm going to start coloring these things. I'm going to call this one median is going to be orange. And when we're talking about the median, go ahead and color it orange. We want to know the 10th point because there's 20 scores. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's 11. So our median is going to be right in the center between these two because we've got 10 on this side, 10 on that side. They're both 20, so this is going to be our median. 20 is our median, and they actually ask us to label that 50th percentile. So I'm just going to put 50 here so you can kind of see 50th percentile. It splits the data in the upper half and the lower half. Now, this is the new information. They want us to find the middle value of the lower half, okay? Middle value of the lower half, and we're going to call that the 25th. And they say don't include the median. So we're not going to include 20 in the score because our median is 20, okay? So we're going to go ahead and go with all these 9, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one right here, 10, because there's 4 on this side, because remember, we can't count 20. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. So this is going to be our 25th percentile, and that's what they're asking us to do, 25th percentile. That's the half point from the lower end. Now we're going to go find the middle value of the higher end. So I'll color that blue. Remember, we can't use the median. Median is 20. So we're going to go over here and we're going to skip 20 and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to circle this one because it's in the middle because there's 4 more values higher than that. And this is going to be our 75th percentile. So what they're really doing, if you think about fractions, is they're taking all the data. And if you had all of it together, that'd be 100%. If you only take this data, that's 25%. That's only a fourth of it. And then if you take this data, that's another fourth. So 2 25s equal 50. So this is half of it. And then you can do the same thing over here. So that's what they're looking for. So we'll call upper half of the data, that's our 75th. It says you have split the data into 4 pieces. Each of the 3 values that split the data is called a quartile. So again, like quarter and quartile, like thinking about like a whole information, like I said, and breaking it into fourths. That's what we're talking about with our quartile. We call the 25th percentile the first quartile. So going back to that green, we're going to call that Q1. Okay. Then we talk about the second quartile as Q2. So we colored that orange. So this is going to be our Q2. Okay. And then the last one they're talking about is the third quartile. So we're going to call that Q3. Okay, and now it says label the lowest value in the set minimum and the highest value maximum. So I'm going to do that with another color. So here's our lowest. We're going to call that the min, M-I-N. And then we're going to go over here and let's just call this one the max, M-A-X. Okay,